Hey there, I'm Aki and welcome back to Below Zero. Today there's a new Leviathan in the game and we'll go and check it out. So, if you recognize this biome, these are the tree spires. If you continue and go away from your life pod, you will first of all don't see anything, and then something comes into sight. Well, what is that? That's something I've never seen before. Well, if you take a closer look, that awfully lot resembles a giant jellyfish. And well, what do you know? It is. These are the Ventgardens. Now, in the concept art, they had something around the top which prevented you from just going in there like this. And maybe they will add that back in, since this right now is only a very, very early model. As you can tell, you can go down here and just go through it, no problem. But this might be what the Ventgarden looks like, and the size of the Ventgarden as well. So they might open their mouth down here, and then you can enter through this part right here, and you're inside. Now currently, of course, you can just go in anyway, since nothing here is actually physically in the game yet. But this is what they will look like. Since they are not physically in the game, you also can't build anything on them right now. But looking at the scale, I think you will be able to build here in the future. Or at least I hope you will be able to. Other than that, there are no resources or anything here, you can't hit them, nothing right now. But I think they definitely look awesome. And let's go and check out how big they truly are. Since I apparently can't spawn in a Cyclops anymore for whatever reason, here's a Seatruck. Now, it's kind of hard to make out, but if you wanna take a look closely, the Seatruck is right here. Now, let's spawn in a Shadow Leviathan. And well, there you go. This is how big the Ventgardens are. A Shadow Leviathan easily fits inside them. I just found another Ventgarden right next to the tree spires as well, so you don't even have to go too far to find one of these. Next up, they also updated the lily pads island biome. As you can tell, the Sea Emperor is still there, and up there are the lily pads. But if you go down, you can actually see that this entire section is being held up by the lily pads, and if you go down far enough, you see something that looks awfully like the jelly shroom caves. Well, what is going on here? Now personally, I have absolutely no idea if they are recreating the jelly shroom caves. These are definitely jelly shroom, but I don't think they are. Because these boxes right here are lily pad resources. You can usually pick these up. This one happens to be in the jelly shroom itself, so you actually can't. But yes, these are in fact lily pad island related, so I think the jelly shrooms are just placeholders. Now, what they did to the crystal caves was add a few chelicerates which spawn here, and I have no idea why my Seatruck is down here. Huh, and that dialogue from Al-An down there is also new to me, so maybe there will be an important story location in the crystal caves. Now, the Shadow Leviathan also got a few updates with its sounds. I am trying to capture some of these right now, but it really does not like making sounds. All I can hear is the music. So I'll see if I can capture some of the new sounds. Yeah, as you can tell, they are not making any sound. I spawned quite a few of them. They're not making sounds when swimming, when attacking, or at all. I think this is a glitch, so I'll try to see if I can find them on the internet somewhere. Yep, I found some sounds on the internet and I'll play them for you now. Now these definitely sound terrifying, although they sound a little like dinosaurs to me, but still very much terrifying, a lot more than a Chelly. Now next up, the devs introduced a new mechanic to the game. As you can tell, there is cold breath coming from the bottom of my screen. Well, why is that? I'm outside. This is the Arctic, remember? And Wearing something like this, you're not going to get far. If we don't do anything, we will start to freeze. Now this is indicated by some ice appearing on the edge of your screen. If I hold it like this, you can see it in the top left. There is a lot of ice slowly forming on my screen. This will get worse and eventually probably kill us. So, how do we prevent it? Well, first of all, you could eat some of these heat plants, which I suppose would give you heat. I'm not sure if that is implemented yet, but I don't think so. Secondly, the louder and more intense your heartbeat gets, the closer you are to dying, so try to avoid staying out of the water for too long. Thirdly, you can craft something called a cold suit. Once you equip that, the ice will slowly fade away and you will stop panting. And as you can tell, it's way better. Now this is the developer's way of making sure you don't stay out of the water for too long, unless of course you have this cold suit, which also looks really nice by the way. And lastly, one of the devs released this video, which shows how the teleportation module in the Seatruck will most likely work. Now, what he does here is he actually uses an item to teleport back to the Seatruck. This item is called the Precursor Tether. It was actually in the game for a while, and if you use it, you get teleported back to your Seatruck. Now personally, I don't like this at all. I would have much preferred if the Seatruck was integrated into your base teleportation modules, which would allow you to teleport to your base from your Seatruck. Like this, it's just something that teleports you back to your Seatruck, and that's kind of boring in my opinion. But the animations of course are amazing, like the basic teleportation from the base game as well. And that's already it again. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like. If you really liked it, then subscribe so you get the news right when they come out. And as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye!